Almost ready. Okay. That was Ifrit's theme from, you know, this. Give me one moment to get the game actually like up and running. I paused the video because I thought that the audio from the game would start playing eventually, but hmm, appear to have a black screen. Hello, Robert. Good to see you. uh, okay. Uh-oh. That's not good. Hold on. Hold on. The game is now refusing to open at all. Let's try this again. And this time, hopefully, the game will actually launch instead of showing me an infinite black screen forever. Ah, there we go. Okay, let me get the game on screen. There we go. Surprise extended maintenance? I'd hope not, considering I was on earlier today. I wasn't on Miku earlier today. Haven't had a ton of time to really dedicate to her specifically, but as always, first half hour is going to be just like class quests and doing other stuff. See that. Okay. Hold on, is that Palace? That's Palace of the Dead. Okay, we're not doing that just yet, but we are going to do our Lancer quests. Good to see you again, Miku, and stronger than when we last spoke. Plainly, you have devoted many hours to training, which is just as well. For I have a mind to set you to your next task. The Bramble Patch, you came to grasp the true meaning of courage. I would have you put that courage to the proof before 3 masters of our art. In the many years since they began their training within these walls, these men have led very different lives, but they share the distinction of being regarded amongst the finest lancers of their time. Just as they once looked to their seniors for inspiration, so too shall you look to them. By availing yourself of their wisdom, you'll take another step towards becoming a fully fledged Lancer. First instructor is a man named Mathiomi. I am so sorry. This guy's parents must have hated him. Seek him out at Amarasayak's spy. I'm going to the East Shroud. The long years at this post have honed Mathiomi's perception. No detail escapes the man's piercing gaze. Present yourself before him for inspection, Miku, and do as he bids you. Funny, it took us through the exact same map for our main story. This is a level 25 quest, right? Yes. Doesn't unlock anything, but always good to keep up with these. Oh. There you are. Must be the young Lancer I was told to expect. Greetings and well met. I am Mathiomi, commander of the brave men and women of the Spire. Now let's have a good look at you. I see you possess strength and skill in abundance. Of this there is no doubt. But you still want for experience. Oh, I don't doubt you see much and more. Mayhap you even believe there's not left out there to unnerve you. Yet the world is wide and only the gods can claim to know all. You may be assured that the legendary Lancers of old faltered at times. No Lancer nor any man can foresee all possibilities, but he can steel himself for the unexpected. I would have you do just that. Take this bottle of fresh-spoken blood, sprinkle it at the foot of the great tree to the north. Doing so will lure out creatures of the night, which you are to vanquish. Man, these quests really love making me put shit on trees. No. We're gonna get like a million free company invites, okay? And I'm going to decline all of them. Easy enough. Hello, I've killed the bats. Welcome back, lass, and well done. I bore witness to your battle with mine own eyes. The blood bat bewilders its prey with its ceaseless flittering, which makes putting a spear in the beast an exercise in frustration. Frustration that may easily give rise to panic. Yet to your credit, you fought on resolutely and thus emerged the victor. Your aim has taught you well, young one. You may have a way to go, to be sure, but beneath those rough-hewn edges, I see the makings of a great lancer. My blessing, make your way to Buscarin's druthers in the South Shroud. It's there that your next instructor, Buscarin himself, awaits. The man had a unique approach to our art, though it's a fair while since he hung up his spear. His words are well worth hearing indeed. Lancers visit him as much for his counsel as they do his mead, good though it is. By meeting Buscarin and availing yourself of his knowledge, your lance work will surely improve. Oh, I'm sure. Huh. Welcome, Basslat. I promise she's not a fish. Miku isn't a fish. I promise. Okay, so... Oh. Um... Hmm. I'll have to hit Quarry Mill while we're here. Just to make it faster to get back over here. Well, if it isn't Yuane's protege, I thought it was about time you arrived. I'm Bus Karen. This here's my place. In case you're wondering why old Yuane sent you, I should have mentioned I'm not always been in the food and drink business. Before I opened the Druthers, I manned an outpost not far from here. Any road, between keeping throats wet and bellies full, I ain't got a great deal of time to chat just now, so if you don't mind, I'll get on with educating you. Now, take this nice bottle of full flower mead. Wait, don't open it. This ain't that kind of lesson. No, I want you to make an offering of it at Mistal's Lance. Mistal's Lance? I think it's Mistal's. Which is a monument tucked away in the rocky cleft to the south of here. See the bottle safely there, complete with its contents. And when you come back, I'll tell you a story. Got that? Good. God damn, that's far. You know, at the very least, I can safely drink my water while playing this one. Dante doesn't give me that ability. I don't necessarily need to kill these. I just kind of want to advance Daunting Log. Trying not to piss off the hunt target while we're here. There. Oh. Hold on. That was weird. Hold on. Something is up. When did Razor close itself? Okay. What? Hold on. No, something is, like, really wrong. What? Hold on. I'm gonna reset Razor. Let it open fresh. Because that's wrong. What? Is Razor actually going to work? Okay, so what is happening right now is the way that I have my mouse bound, the two side buttons are working, but the two top buttons are not. That shouldn't be possible, actually. There is no reason for Razor to not be, or to be functioning in the way that it currently is. Am I enjoying this software? Absolutely not. Oh, it's gonna pop up like a thing for a Robin report? Okay, cool. Hold on. Hello, Jay. Good to see you. Bad time to jump in. I'm gonna try unplugging and replugging in my mouse, and if that doesn't work, we're gonna have to rearrange our hotbar. Hold on. Okay, that fixed it. This is really weird. Been having consistent problems with this mouse lately. I guess inconsistent problems. There's just been a number of them. Sue offered up the meat as I told you without drinking a drop. Very well, then you shall have a tale of me as promised. Mistal is the man who founded the Lancers Guild, and the monument I sent you to was erected in his honor. Mistal was courage made flesh. I cut him, and I dare say he'd have bled the stuff. It was him who was first identified the two aspects of Lancer's courage, as well as how to go about tempering them. And that weren't all he did. Seeing how the art had gone stale, what with our Lancers keeping to the confines of the Twelves wood, he sought to bring in new techniques and methods from faraway lands. But Gridania was a different place in his day. The outside world was a thing to be shunned back then, and non-Forestborn were considered faithless savages. Aye, it was even worse than now. Of course, old Mistal, either or I suppose, wasn't afraid to call that way of thinking what it was. A lot of ignorance and cowardice. To get a long story short, despite a forest full of good old Gridanian stubbornness, he finally convinced the nation to open its doors to foreign lancers, and by blending their techniques with his own, he gave the world the art which you now practice. Wow, 6 whole buttons! Thanks, Mistal. To this day, the Lancers Guild accepts students regardless of their origin. That wouldn't have been possible if it hadn't been for Mistal. Us Lancers owe him much and more, and it's our charge to carry on his legacy. Never forget that. What's that? When's the trial? Much as I hate to disappoint, there isn't one. Your courage was never in doubt, lass. My part in your training's done. This time you visited your third and final instructor, a fellow named, oh my god, Vauclair? You'll find him whiling away his time at the Bobbing Cork. Like as not. Oh, that's the name of the inn in Falgord Float, in case you didn't know. Up to the North Strat it is. Vauclair? I'm gonna go Vauclair. Is an old rival of mine. Me and him used to go at it till neither man could lift his spear tip off the ground. I warn you, he was a right stubborn bugger back then. And the years ain't done much to improve his humor, so good luck with impressing him. Man, I was warned that these quests are, like, kind of boring, and, like, man, people were not kidding. This is, like, an astonishingly dull quest line. He's up above. There he is. I take it you're the young lancer of whom Uwain spoke, and an adventurer besides. By the look of you, I was an adventurer myself once. That was before I became a lance for hire. But enough idle talk. You have come to learn from me, and learn from me you shall. Be warned, though, you will not find me as lenient as an instructor as the others. Oh my god. Now pay attention. Thus far, you have learned to muster your courage in situations of fear, panic, and uncertainty. With me, you will learn to do so in the face of change. The enemy is a living thing, and living things are apt to change. Whatever the nature of that change, a lancer must be able to think and adapt. And to think and adapt during battle requires courage. To teach you the meaning of my words, I'll have you challenge a fiery fiend known as the Red Balloon. Creature will appear only when there's a raging flame. You may kindle such a flame by procuring 6 fingers from slain balloons, depositing them at a gutted campfire. This should suffice enough to entice the Red Balloon. As the battle wears on, the creature's fury shall burn with an even greater furor until it is ripe to burst in a conflagration of death. Let the courage lend strength to your lance and extinguish this fiery foe. Awesome! Busy work. Okay, well, there's plenty of, bomb enemies around. Problem is getting at them from around these, golems. not really a whole lot to say about these dudes. I don't know, they're field mobs. We don't need these. Wow, we actually have a lot of crap we don't need right now. No, 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 no. No, no. Is he done yet? Okay, there. Ah. Jay, if you would be so kind as to kill that bot. He's getting a lot of those lately. Twitch just, like, not filtering for them anymore? Okay, campfire. Hold on. Why do I... Oh. That's the MSQ. There we go. Okay, no, no. No, thank you. I don't want what you're selling, thank you very much. Is it seriously still mad? Okay, there we go. Ah! Man, this guy's huge. And now he's dead. Please let this be the end of the quest. So you have vanquished the red balloon, no less than what I expect of one of Ywain's. Your enemy altered its nature throughout the encounter, not really, thereby causing the terms of battle to shift repeatedly, yet ever did you press onward, your courage holding firm in the midst of constant change. So it was that you emerged triumphant. I'm not known for being liberal with my praise, but you have done well. Yours is genuine courage. Mind you, this does not give you license to forsake your training. You are still but a fledgling among us Among us! Hello, B. I don't know, are we? I finished with you. May report back to you, Wayne. When you do, tell that young upstart I demand he show his face here from time to time. That is all. That bomb that we fought got bigger, that's for sure. It didn't really do anything. It just, like, got bigger. Oh my god. Also, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Very, very much so appreciate it, B. The second Twitch actually gives me a payout from that. I'll grab the the emote. Let's see. Old Vauclair demands I show his face. I can only assume the buxom brunette of the float isn't lavishing him with the attention he craves. Very well, I shall see what I can do. As for you, Miku, well done. I never doubted that you would meet the approval of all three men, yet I'm no less proud of you for having done so. You have traveled far along the Lancer's path, and soon you will no longer require my guidance. In fact, you need overcome but one further trial to complete your education here. Do so, and I will give you my blessing to leave the Lancers Guild and embark upon a new adventure with spear in hand. As ever, apply yourself to your lance work. Return when you are ready for your final challenge. I look forward to our next meeting. Okay, Hurt? What are we hurting for? Shoes. We need shoes. Just give me $5. Come on. There we go. We're going to clear out some of these old, terrible spears that we're never going to use again. What is this? Conjurer's Arm. Not going to use that for a long time. Okay, I'm going to switch back to Arcanist, see if we can't finish off leveling it with the MSQ, and, for now, though, where were we? We were doing, oh, right. Yeah, we're doing the self stuff. I think we were like 11 or so quests away from the next dungeon. So that'll be the main goal for tonight. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all day. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Here you go, have some mushrooms. Dancing One brings brownie brushes for this one. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills bitey buzzing one. This one hates bitey buzzy ones. Me too, kid. Me too. Dancing One is kind. Too kind. Many walking ones come to these one's abode. But few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One after all. This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since walking ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful. Always careful. Do what quests? The sylphs? We're not working on the tribe quests right now. Dancing One is not like other walking ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange walking ones with bodies of steel come to the home of these ones. This one thinks steel ones come from Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall, bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. Danger! The sylphs, the ixels, the everythings. Oh. Yeah, I feel that. This one begs of Dancing One to help this one know more. Dancing One is friends with these ones and walking ones. Yes, Dancing One must speak to these ones here and walking ones in Hut House to find more. This one has bad feeling. This one fears steel ones are after something, but this one should speak no more. Go, Dancing One. This one depends on the kindness of Dancing One. Yeah, lately I've been working on the Namazu quests. Strange steel walking ones? Yes, this one has seen steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure? This one likes treasure. Oh, you poor sweet child. No. Shush, shush, this one says. Steel walking ones are scary, like touched ones. This one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends. Yeah, I haven't done these guys' quests either. I have a plan for how we're going to approach the tribal quests. We just have to get to the point where they are unlocked. which isn't until, like, most of the way through ARR, right? If not, like, after you finish it. I'm unsure of the exact moment they get unlocked. I know most of the quests are, like, level 40-ish. So, you know, it'll be a while. I believe we're still on, yeah, we're on the level 21 quests. So, still a ways to go. Men clad in strange armor. Why, now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers. You assumed the Garleans were adventurers? Okay. Sees a small army. Oh, those adventurers. Always forming a small military group. As we all know. Here's some types clad head to toe in steel, you say. Imperial soldiers, no doubt. Couldn't tell you what they were plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good. And back over there we go. You can tell I've been playing Guild Wars recently because I tried to hit Z to get on my mount, which is my Guild Wars keybind for that. That game's, like, only okay. I really only play it when this game goes on maintenance, to be completely honest. This one's happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn? That there's a really dumb, guard over there who thinks that adventurers look like Garleans. This one sees. Steel walking ones come from Empire. Carry boxes and go walking deep, deep through trees. As this one thought, steel walking ones are up to nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel walking ones try to hide, but this one will find them. This one would borrow Dancing One's map. This one makes mark right here. This is where steel ones hide. This one knows. Dancing One will go looking for steel ones. Yes. Hey. The fact that I am one level off from being able to ignore that. I don't have Carbuncle. Please don't paralyze me. Nice. That's a status condition I don't think we've encountered yet. Paralysis is, I forget what the chance is. There's a % chance that you get, stunned for a brief time throughout the entire effect. So, it doesn't always hit you very hard. Sometimes you can just mostly ignore it. Other times it is the most annoying status condition, like, ever. Dancing One is back. This one breathes sigh of relief. This one was worried. Dancing One found something. Here you go. Dancing One found paper inside of box. This is a message from the Empire. This one can read Walking One's symbols. Message paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside boxes. This one knows. This one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from home of these ones. How do steel walking ones know how to find them? Is there sneaky one hiding behind this one's wings? Snooping one, selling secrets to steel walking ones. This one fears for one's home, but Dancing One has helped this one much today. Dancing One was promised to always be friend to these ones. Ethers are normally better than potions. Just because their effect is, like, static. Potions, like, fall off after a while. Helpful ones arrive at good time. This one needs, helpful one's help. One of these ones, named Cloxio, ventured outside Little Solace alone. Alone is unsafe. Helpful one must help find Cloxio. Cloxio struck west after leaving the settlement. Hurry before Cloxio ends up in the belly of Beastly One. The sylphs are cute. I think they're really cute. I have heard they have some of the worst tribal quests in the game, though. Them and the Amalja are really bad, apparently. Okay, sorry about that. You. What? Walking One wants to return this one to return to Little Solace. Don't make this one live. This one is weary of living with those who are not these ones. This one wants to be alone. These ones rely on Walking Ones for everything, no better than those ones that summon Primal One. Small wonder this one chose to leave. This one thought this a likely place to build. This? You are 2 minutes from your house. Near a random tree surrounded by animals. Okay. But then Meddling One arrives, forces this one to go deeper into the forest. Meddling One is forbidden from following this one. Away with Meddling One. Okay. Fine. The next quest objective is to go back? We don't? Okay. Okay. What? Cloxio refused to return to these ones, went deeper into the forest. But this one saw touched ones lurking in the forest. Helpful One must hurry and help find Cloxio. Helpful One should search for spools of thread on the forest floor. Those things will lead Helpful One to Cloxio. But hurry, hurry, before touched ones take Cloxio away. I love the thought process where Miku's just like, well, you know, he told me not to follow him, so I won't follow him. You know, it makes sense. Let's see. Should be through here? I hope this isn't a solo duty. Cloxio is shimmering. That means it's a solo duty. Meddling One is back. This one told Meddling One to be gone. Tell Cloxio that this one will never go back. Never. Touched ones should go away too. This one is a good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone. Be on guard, Miku. These sylphs have been tempered, brought under the thrall of the primal Ramu. Akin to the Amalja tempered by Ifrit, these sylphs exist only to serve their deity. They'll not answer to words, only steal. I take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. Alright, time to beat the Fae up. These things don't take very much damage. Hold on. They have, like, actual classes. This one's a black mage. It has Astral Fire and Astral Ice and everything. What? Oh. A Morble. Okay. One of these sylphs is a healer, but I can't tell which. I think it's this one. Also, Ida and Papalymo have been just standing in the bad breath AoE this whole time. Oh. Okay. This one is safe? This one was so scared. Cloxio, this one has been worried, so very worried. Cloxio is unharmed, still in possession of wits. Comuxio, and meddling one as well. Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Cloxio. That Cloxio is safe, fills this one with joy. Comuxio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from Little Solace. This one was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solace were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones are forgetting who these ones are, like touched ones did, but this one is wrong. This one can see that now. Meddling, or helpful one, this one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solace to be with Comuxio and friendly ones. Okay, bye. Well, that should see to that. Let's say we return to Little Solace as well. I, for one, could do with a nice hot bath. Yeah, we'll walk. Level 22 quest? Okay, we're getting closer to the next piece of, like, dungeon content. We'll have to upgrade our gear, maybe, before that, but... should be fine, honestly. Gear doesn't really matter until, like, late ARR, and even then... unless you're a tank. If you're a tank, always have good gear. The healer can tell, I promise. Sincerely, a healer main who examines many tanks he encounters because he's very tired of them having really bad gear. This one thought Cloxio was lost forever. Helpful one saved Cloxio. Now these ones can be a family again. This one has known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones, but Helpful One is kindest and strongest of all. Helpful One is a hero to these ones. Helpful One will bring these ones and walking ones closer together. This one knows. This one would take Helpful One to see the Elder One. But Elder One is... I don't think that's a good sign. Let me take a look at the quest list. We're on Spirited Away. Take a look at the... okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 quests. Always gotta pace yourself in this one, in this game. This one must ask Kind One's forgiveness. This one made promise to take Kind One to see Elder One, yes? But this one cannot. This one cannot because Elder One is not here. Elder One is not anywhere. Elder One went into the forest yesterday, but has not come back. This one is worried. Elder One often goes into the forest, but never, never for this long. Kind One will help find Elder One, yes? Near where Elder One disappears, the home of the Walking One named Buskaran. Buskaran may know what happened to Elder One. This one would talk to Buskaran, but Walking One does not always trust these ones. Would Kind One talk to Buskaran for this one? And Kind One comes from Gridania, yes? In Gridania live many Kind Ones, yes? This one begs Kind One. Please go to Gridania and ask fellow Kind Ones for help, and please hurry. These ones are not safe until Elder One returns. Oh, we have to go to Gridania. Okay. Wasn't expecting that, but sure. Okay. You. Well, if it isn't our intrepid ambassador, how fare your diplomatic efforts with the Sylph tribes? Their elders gone missing, you say? Why, if we were to end up in the hands of the Tempered Ones, we'd have a crisis on our hands. Can assure the Sylphs that my sharpest-eyed serpents will be on the lookout night and day. No stone must be left unturned. I would ask you to call upon Gia Molko at Bent Branch Meadows and deliver the message that the Wood Whalers are needed on the search front. Right. Message from Commander Hulo? From Commander Hugh, you say? The Sylph Elder has vanished. Worry not, friend. The Wood Whalers have eyes under every leaf, behind every branch. If the Elder is anywhere in these forests, we shall find him. We still haven't attuned to Quarry Mill. I literally do not know which direction is going to be faster. We're going to walk. You know, when in doubt, save some gil. Even if it's like 200 at most. At the very least, this direction won't get us attacked. I'm like 90% sure. I think the enemies in here are like level 20-ish. We are rapidly approaching what I think is one of the most tragic, dungeons in the game. Because in its original state, it was slightly too confusing for new players. So, Square Enix cut it down. And not by a tiny amount, either. This is, I think, the shortest dungeon in the game when running synced. I could be wrong. Sastasha might be shorter than it. But it is definitely among the shortest. Oh. Yes, I did say tragic. You'll see when we get there. Well met, adventurer. We have the finest grog and grub this side of... not here to fill your belly, then. Ah, hunger for news, is it? Aye, there's been talk of a sylph lurking hereabouts. Couldn't rightly say, if it be the elder you seek. Those woodland scamps all look alike. Short of painting... Oh. I don't think you should say that, Buscaron. Short of painting one red and another one blue, most folk would struggle to tell the two of them apart. If you had the time, maybe happy you could stay a while and see what the gods have in store. You never know, you might even stumble across this Sylph Elder yourself. He's gonna put me to work. He's gonna make me do busy work. I can feel it. No word on the Sylph Elder yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. In the meantime, how about doing a favor for old Buscaron? Right then, let's put you to work. There's a customer outside. He's spoiling for a fight, and I need you to cool him off for me. No need to go cracking any skulls, though. Just take this tub of cold water and douse the drunkard. It tends to do the trick. Our patrons can swill grog all night and carouse loud enough to wake the dead if they wish. But as soon as it turns violent, I've got to put my boot down. Gotta put my boot down. What are you staring at? You want to keep them eyes on your face? Fuck you. Nafika's teats. That's cold. What do you mean no fighting? This Duskright scum was... Yeah, I know the rules. That bastard gets to keep his skin for now. Nicely done, Miku. I'll not have my patrons picking fights with each other over a bit of petty prejudice. In case you didn't see, the bloke who caught the brunt of that outburst was a Duskright Elizin. There are people who shun cities to live in the wilds, making them no better than brigands in the eyes of many. To be fair, the Duskrights can be an unruly lot, but they aren't so bad once you get to know them, and don't seem to right to bar the whole race of people from the Juthers just for the misdeeds of a few. Dismeads. Oh my god. There should be at least one place where anyone willing to pay the coin and drink in this in peace is welcome, don't you think? I appreciate all the good you've done for our patrons. If you aren't disinclined, I have a favor of my own to ask you. There's a Keycurn friend of mine, you see, name of Teetrune. Good lad. It was right after the calamity that I came across him fallen in the shroud. He nearly died in all the havoc, so I took him in, nursed him back to health best I could. He worked here at the Druthers for a spell after that, got to talking about striking out on his own. He did, not long after, cast his lot with a merchant bound for Lenosha. Well, it just so happens I got to cleaning up around here and came across something of his, the Scarlet Earring. I know he's fond of the thing, but he must have forgotten it when he left, so I'd like, to see that it gets to him. Can't say for sure where he ended up, but it might be a friend of mine. Or maybe a friend of mine can. Rogadan fellow named Bane Singh. You can find him on Hawker's Alley in Limsa. He knows everything of the comings and goings of merchants there. Oh, Buskaren. I remember this stretch of the game. I remember hating it. Nope. Don't need to do that. We're probably never going to do that on Miku. Find your way to Hawker's Alley, friend. Keycurn that worked for Druthers, speak of Teetrune. Related that, oh my god, to that Kyo rune bloke just over there by some blood or another. Two of them put in together and were making some good coin, but old Teetrune ran up and left Limsa not long ago. Couldn't say as to why or where. Okay, go ask him. Okay, you. Customer, be welcome. Not customer, not come with custom. Kyo rune busy with business. Too busy for blather. Chicken egg? Kyo rune love chicken egg. Love chicken egg more than love customer. Me too. Looking for TT rune. I think it's supposed to be TT rune. It's Tate rune. TT rune no here no more. TT rune leave Limsa. TT rune go look for Sparklies. Now working at Trading Post. Good Trading Post. Forget where Trading Post is. Weinberg, no TT rune. Weinberg, no Trading Post. Weinberg at Ferry Docks. You go to Ferry Docks. Kyoko rune, forget things. Weinberg, remember things. You talk to Weinberg, not Kyoko rune. Okay. Oh, it's over here. TT Rune, I have seen him. That is to say, I saw him. He was headed somewhere up north, by the way, ferry to Aleport. Might as well head there, see what you can suss out. Skipper here can take you there. When you arrive, ask Ald Fowet. He's an old hand that knows a great deal about many things. Gesundheit. TT Rune, I saw him, that is to say, I seen him. Took himself north through Skull Valley into Oakwood. He was looking for a place run by his fellow Keekert. I reckon he meant the one right on the shore of the Bronze Lake, Meme Rune's trading post. Follow the road and you're sure to find it. Alright, off to Upper Lenosha. We haven't been here at all yet, so this will be a new experience for you guys, I suppose. We are going to spend an unreasonable amount of time here. So basically every single scholar quest is going to take place surrounding this area. All of them. The reason why will become clear later. It's gonna level us up. 7,000 EXP. Nope. It will not. It'll get us close, but won't level us up. Customer be welcome. Not customer, not come with custom. Bring something for TT Rune. Here you go. TT Rune, forget this. Forget it, druthers. TT Rune swore he would never forget earring, but never forget, forgot. TT Rune thank. TT Rune thank. Good. Bus Karen doing good? Good Bus Karen. Good to TT Rune. TT Rune miss Bus Karen. Oh. Can I equip these? I can't. I'll take that one, I suppose. Good Bus Karen help TT Rune. TT Rune dead without good Bus Karen. Must give thankies. Many, many thankies. TT Rune make Kern firewater for Bus Karen. Bus Karen love firewater. You help TT Rune make firewater? Need thingies to make. Need many, many thingies. Need Coero Pup Whiskers. Need 3 good Coero Pup Whiskers. Why am I getting... Yeah, okay, I'm ignoring that. Where? Up there, huh? Okay, good night, Jay. Oh. Okay, yeah, this would be water, wouldn't it? We had to come here for a summoner quest. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, we have been here then. Is that it? Yes. Micro brewing. 4 more quests. Okay. Yeah, we'll walk around. That loud as hell crab is still here. Don't play the music. Okay, well. TT Rune make firewater for Busker, and you bring thingies. Here you go. You brought all thingies. TT Rune make firewater now. Make good firewater for good Busker. TT Rune, start making firewater now. Good. Firewater take time. More time, more good. You come back later. Huh. Well. I don't think we need this. We certainly do not. Hold on. There. Now we'll get EXP on Lancer until it gets to 30. TT Rune, make firewater. Good firewater. You take the Buscaroon. Good firewater for good Buscaroon. Tell Buscaroon, no drink now. Put away 1 year. 1 year, make best flavor. TT Rune hopes Buscaroon happy. TT Rune gives Buscaroon thankies. Many thankies. You tell Buscaroon. TT Rune, make big shop someday. Biggest shop in Eorzea. Many sparklies. All thanks to good Buscaroon. Okay, goodbye. Right. Does that crab need to be in range of this quest? Loud ass fucking crab. Hold on. So will that take me? That takes me to Central Shroud. That takes me to Gridania. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get on this, and the porters automatically have the highest mount speed in an area, meaning this is faster than us walking here ourselves. So we just have to dismount part of the way through. Almost. This is like a weird speedrunning tactic that some people use. Mount speed is like a thing you have to unlock. It is rendered completely useless after a point. We will talk about that point when we get there. Oh, you've returned. Thank you for seeing TT Rune's belongings, Tim. What's this, for me? He earned firewater, so he remembers my fondness for the drink, does he? By that old bloody hells. Who's cutting onions back there? He says to shelve it for a year, does he? Aye, that sounds about right. I hate to have to wait, but I reckon it'll be worth it. The stuff has an aroma and a body unlike any other drink I know. It's going to be a long year. Let's say you come back then, friend. We'll see if we can't make it through this bottle together. I don't want any of that. There was word while you were away. Sylphs have been seen in the wood, but near no lands of their own. No, this place was near to here, a place we've never known a Sylph to come. Something must have given them cause to venture this far. More than like, the missing Sylph elders among them. Here, I've marked the tract where they were sighted up on your map. Go see if there's anything to be seen. That person's triple triad matching him. Oh, good. It's taking us near Quarry Mill. A reason to attune to that. We're getting pretty close. We're on Selfish Concerns, so 2 real quests, and then the next one should be just entering the dungeon. Mostly. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. What? Oh, come on. Leave me alone. Fine. Fine. I really don't want to fight these things. Yet, we're not probably going to be able to get this thing to de-aggro. Another enemy? No. Okay. This is what I'm talking about when I say that this mount kind of hurts to look at. If it's at night like this, zooming in washes out the entire screen. This mount is so bright. There's the destination. I don't want to piss off the Ked traps. Okay. And one on the other side. It's like, no. This is another map we'll be frequenting eventually, but it'll be when we're leveling a different class. Nice. I'm gonna grab quarry mill real fast. This is an area that has some really important things in it that we will certainly get to. It'll just be a when we get there kind of deal. Almost there. Really should just talk to the Chocobo Keep over here. I keep forgetting to. That way I don't have to watch it as closely and I can just, like, not pay attention. For a good while, it'll be our fastest way here. There's ought to be found in the wood. What did you come to? Garleans? In this part of the 12 wood? First sylphs, now Garleans, and all in the same place. It can't be a mere coincidence. Might the Garleans be following the sylphs, tracking them or giving chase mayhap? But no, not this far into the forest. The Whalers' spires are everywhere. Imperials could never have stolen past them all. How in the bloody house could they... Unless someone guided them through. Someone who knew where the spies stand and when the Whalers watch. A Gradanian traitor. The caster pants, I guess? Glad you've come, friend. There's something I want to talk to you about. You know, I said I thought we might have a traitor in our midst. Someone as was aiding the Garleans. Well, I'm thinking I may have identified our suspect. There's a regular of mine who used to dine on thin soup and sip his pint on account of not being able to afford another. But of late, he's taken to ordering my best wines and finest cuts of meat I can lay my hands on. Were he a merchant, I'd probably think nothing of it, but this lad's a wood whaler. And wood whalers don't earn that kind of coin. By chance, I was musing on where the money was coming from when you first told me about the Garleans in the forest. I couldn't help but putting two and two together. Suffice it to say, if a whaler's working for the Empire, none of us is safe. The lad I'm talking about goes by the name of Laurentius. Last I heard, he was in the South Shroud. Find him, Miku. And if he is up to no good, put an end to it, and him if it comes to that. This is a name that's familiar, but not from this quest. He shows up in another quest line. I just don't remember When? That guy looks like Assassin's Creed. Wait a minute. I need to go down here. Oh! There he is. Can you not see I'm on patrol? Be gone. If you have business with the whalers, take it to the barracks. Fuck you. Not long now. I think our patrol routes and rations would fetch such a price. No more than I deserve, though. 'Tis little wonder the Empire's risen to such heights. If only the whalers paid men their worth. You? What did you... How long have you... Help! Help! Please come quick, my friends. It is I, Laurentius. I'm under attack. Yeah. Shut up, nerd. How did you just... I know nothing. I was on patrol. He just appeared. I thought you were working for the Garleans. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure, Laurentius. I'm sure. Is it the Bard quests? Is this guy in the Bard quests? It's gonna drive me crazy. How long do you mean to keep this up? What is it you imagine I've done? Enough, I say. It's over then. I sold maps and rations to the Empire. It was I meant no harm. I only wanted the coin. The whalers are good, strong. I was proud to join their ranks. Am proud, but they do not provide. They preach justice, honor, duty, but in the end, it is those with money who do as they will, who live as they will. So I've sought an opportunity to change my fortunes, and I took it. All I've done for money. Endangered myself, my home, everything, and everyone I love, while my actions have put your life in danger too. So you do not yet realize how much. Bloody idiot. Did you imagine you had cornered me? No, it is not I who was cornered. Garleans, Whoa! Excuse me, sir. Permit me a question, if you will. Are all adventurers so deluded as to believe they can challenge the power of Garlemald? You would need a veritable mountain of gil to fund such an endeavor. Such is the cost of fighting great power, or making it, or of remaking it. As we will see, or... What the fuck was that line? As we will Gridania, okay. So that's the way of it. Swapped your hard bunk at the barracks for a feather bed in Garlemald, did ye? You there, here. You stand here at old Busk's wish, no? Then you don't stand alone. Okay. So we're gonna kill Laurentius. I'm gonna look up what quest line this man also shows up in, so I know. Otherwise it's gonna drive me crazy. Something I can talk about right now, although you can't really tell with these guys because they just kind of look like characters. The Garleans are actually a distinct race. One that people actually can't play as. There's like lore reasons where it's like, oh, well, the Garleans have like a weird, like, inability to use magic or something, which cut them off of most classes in the game. But it's like, the actual reason is they just don't want people role-playing fascists. Which I understand. There we go. Impossible. How did you best the Empire's finest? And with bandits and poachers at your side. They're your sworn enemies. Why do they fight with you and not against you? But I know the answer only too well. Buskaran. This is his doing. His words are wont to inspire men to act. Better men than I. Gods, what have I become? What have I done? I'm sorry. No more will I pursue this folly. No more lies, no more bribes. I will go to the Order of the Twin Adder and confess my crimes. There is something I would like you to tell Buskaran. Tell him Laurentius the Fool says thank you. I feel as though a veil has been lifted from before my eyes. Yeah. Call yourself a fool all you want. It won't make me trust you even one fucking tiny bit more. Laurentius. This guy is in some other questline. Ah! Yeah, okay. He does pop up again later. We will see him again. Laurentius confessed to his crimes, just had word from the Twin Adder. Seems he marched straight into the nest and gave himself up. Lad's had quite a life, you know. His mother was killed by a brigand when he was only small. As a young man, he joined the Whalers, hoping to spare his fellow Gridanians the misery he'd known growing up. Trouble is, protecting Gridania is too big a job for one man, and he came to believe that he couldn't make a difference, that it was hopeless. There are few things more dangerous than desperation, and a man lost in the dark is easily drawn to the glimmer of coin. I reckon he thought that if he couldn't change the lot of his fellow man, he might as well change his own. Thing is, he was making a difference, just not on his own. Somehow, he failed to grasp one simple truth. That those things we cannot do alone, we must do together. He asked you to thank me, did he? Then there's good in him yet. I just hope that the Adder's Nest are able to see it. What he's done ain't easy to forgive, but I'd like to think he can be afforded a chance to make amends. But let us leave fates to the 12. I have other news for you, Miku. The Sylph Elder has been found. It's taken us a fair old while, but we finally got our hands on some reliable information concerning the whereabouts of your missing green friend. Ahem, his name is Phrixio, and he's the eldest amongst the Sylphs of Little Solace. Long has he represented his kind in dialogue with the Gridanians. Yes, he's like a bridge between us and them, a small leafy green bridge that we can't find at the moment, and bridges are of no use if you don't know where they are. Thank you, Ida. And that's why it's so important that we find him. There's an abandoned dungeon called the 1,000 Maws of Toto Rak here in the South Shroud, which was by the entrance to the place that Phrixio was seen, and not long ago neither. If you hurry, I reckon you'll find him. Walking ones, please help this one. This one needs help. Needs help to help Elder One. Poor Phrixio. Poor Phrixio. Whoa. Hold your chocobos. Take a deep breath and tell us what's wrong. Nice and slow. Elder One went into Toto Rak but has not returned. This one is worried. So very worried. And you're right to be. This place, the place fair crawls with nasties wanting to make a meal of anyone daft enough to wander in. What in the seven hells was he thinking entering that bloody death trap? Elder One had no choice. Imperial ones were chasing Elder One. Please, walking ones must help Elder One. Help Elder One now. The fates conspire against us. Forgive my pragmatism, but Phrixio is our best hope of reaching an accord with the Sylphs. Were we to lose him, all our efforts thus far will have been for naught. I will tend to her wounds. Ida, make haste to Adder's Nest and request assistance. Understood. Miku, go to the 1,000 Maws of Toto Rak and see that Phrixio comes to no harm. Peace between man and sylph rests upon your success. Sure. You know, this stretch of the game is, I mean, its writing is much less horrible now that I'm being forced to slow down and, like, experience it, rather than, you know, skimming most of it, because there is so much text. That being said, it doesn't change the fact that there is still so little happening, and so many side quests. By the order of the Elder Seeds here, the dungeon known as 1,000 Maws of Toto Rak has been placed under control of... What? The Sylph Elder is inside, and you're sure of this? How in the 7 hells did he manage to sneak by? God strike me down for a pure-blind fool. You must find the Sylph Elder before he falls prey to the fiends within. Entrance to Toto Rak is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances. Pray assemble a rescue party and enter as soon as you are ready. And we have now arrived at the game's... What is this? The 5th dungeon? Technically 4th, but, you know, Halatali exists. I don't think we've missed any dungeons so far. Right? A Realm Reborn. We have not. In fact, we actually have a while before our next optional one. Next optional one pops up at level 35. Okay, well, now we just have to wait for a little bit. Hopefully it won't take that long, but we are going to pull out Gladiator and level it a little bit. I'm gonna head to... Hold on. I think it's Central Thanalan we need to go to. Western and Central. Start with Central. Oh, it wants us... Hold on. Now that we have a class at level 30, it wants us to do the Chocobo quest. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So, real fast. Oh, we have a quest on this class as well? Hold on. I think it's by Camp Tranquil that we have to go to. We'll round out the night with this class quest because it is the last one in this storyline. Wait, hold on. I need to talk to... Who is it? Okay, we're not gonna, like, read through this quest. Oh. Oh. We have gathered a crowd. Okay, we're leaving. Goodbye. We're not gonna read the quest stuff for this. It's just pretty quick. Just like talk to a couple people and grab some stuff to make our chocobo fight. Pretty sure it is required to get out of a Realm Reborn. So basically, by giving our chocobo an entire cabbage, we're able to make it fight alongside us for 30 minutes. A little asterisk next to that 30 minutes. Here you go. Goodbye. Okay, so I have to kill Broodses. They're gonna be up here. So, okay, give me one Geisel Brain. Like above us? Oh, okay, it's gonna be up there. That makes sense. This is a level 30 quest. Where? Okay, they're over here. So now we'll have Len alongside us for the next 30 minutes. And I mentioned there's an asterisk on that. But there really is. That 30 minutes only counts during times when the chocobo is actively out. So it doesn't count when you're logged out, and it doesn't count when you're in like a town or a city, because the chocobo can't be out in those places. Alright, get it, Len. Oh. No, no, no. Leave me alone. Oh. I think I can get up. Yes, okay. Awesome. Now we have access to the Chocobo saddlebag? What is this? Bird in hand. Oh, that, okay. That unlocks, something kind of different. Oh, just in time. Okay, you guys ready to see without a doubt, the single most, like stripped down dungeon of all time? This is, I think, one of the most tragic casualties of the game's, updates over the years. This dungeon used to be a proper dungeon that, players could, in theory, miss things in and get lost in occasionally. It wasn't that complicated. There was, an extra route through one of these passageways, but, well, the state it's in now is, depressing. Oh, we have, a non-level sync healer. I love server techs. Do they know that the healer is not level 6? They know they aren't level 6. That worries me. I don't know how much it actually affects in here, but... Nothing. It affects nothing. That's awesome. Maybe it would have been better to come into this place as a summoner. But I don't want to level summoner past 30 yet. I mean, if I had my way, we wouldn't level any class past 30, so we'll see. Not until we unlock, like, job quests. Okay, so this boss has no mechanics at all. I'm not exaggerating. It has the poison. That's it. We're done discussing mechanics. Now, I'm not gonna lie and say that the bosses before were good, because they weren't. They were really bad. But they weren't quite that short. It doesn't help that visually this place is like a less interesting Tamtara either. Like Gridania green, and that's it. We got slimes. Those interesting. Throughout this area, they used to have I forget what was up with the middle of the dungeon. It wasn't quite normal, like... Oh, no, okay. You used to have to break these, like, manually. They had health bars, whereas now they just automatically break when you kill it. Swiped at me for a second. That's a mechanic, right? Kind of a mechanic. I feel like it went. All right, you guys ready to see the second boss of this dungeon? Gonna blow you away. It's the first boss. Again. But it's a little bigger. Woo! Oh, but now there's an ad that you can ignore. Not joking. There is never a moment where you need to fight those. It's dead. It's like a game from the early 80s, yeah. This dungeon is such hot garbage. It's so bad. At the very least, if you're on a class with an AoE at this level, which notably we are not, and you get this thing out of your leveling roulette, you're gonna approach it and think, well, at least it's quick. We are not on a class that makes this fast. We're on a class that actually very much so makes this slow and agonizing. Did we level up there? We did. I think this is like one of the bigger pulls in the dungeon right here. Another major issue with this dungeon is because of the way that it like is structured, it constantly like progress gates you until you kill all the enemies, meaning big pulls like this are just not doable for most of it. Luckily towards the end it is. Also, the dungeon used to be covered with like floor things that would like stop you from moving really fast. Slow and agonizing is my middle name. Let me slot my copy of Sonic Battle into the bottom slot of my DS. Oh, okay, that's a problem. Oh. Well. You know, that's good. So what the Black Mage just used there was Sleep. It's part of the Black Mage kit. I normally don't even fucking hotbar it. It puts all enemies in a radius to sleep. It is only useful in early dungeons during moments like that, where you need to stun an entire group of enemies for like upwards of 30 seconds. How far off are they? I'll trigger the cutscene. So we can watch it while we wait for the Black Mage. Hello.
Darkness.
Elko,
Oh.
Hitra Buglo Hans. Seastabon Rajadorn. Thagon Welrog. Tosan Opaiki.
I doubt this is very...
If I deign to
There we
speak in
go.
my guest crude tongue, we meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God.
No wonder this is a long cutscene. Notably,
is
the
a
boss
most
is shorter than this
fantastical
cutscene.
tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Ah.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
For the end
Figured
of
I'd
your
say
tale
something.
is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
There we go. Absolutely calming the tank for being very patient. Yeah, the boss is this spider-looking dude. Scorpion? That's what they're called when they have stingers. Scorpion. Yes. I know my animal. The big thing you have to watch out for here, the tail will inject poison into the floor. We'll just let it break here. Just like Darth Vader, he's a fucking scorpion. Oh my god! Wait, that's so true! We'll be passing on both of these. We'll agreed on that. See if we can get it. Hell yeah. Finally, fresh air. Mayhap not so fresh, but better than before. Ah, Sinister One is gone. This one can leave this awful place. Did Walking One vanquish the many-legged one? This one is grateful for Walking One. This one is called Frixio, eldest of these ones of little solace. So yeah, that was 1,000 Miles of Toto Rak. Fucking such a sad place. Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing of note at Lark's call, sir. Understood. Return to Area 12. Damn it all. Where's that accursed icon hiding? No sign of our wizened friend? I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order that the search perimeter be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. His Excellency bid us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loath though I am to admit it, I have found no evidence to suggest that Ramu will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god who does not grant one's wishes? Were I a sylph, I would strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be in reasonably good health when last I looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their icon. Really, Centurion? Were you not aware that vegetables bruise easily? It is well that I did not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhap it was a kindness, better dead in truth than dead to one's own god, I suppose, if you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Nero. Useless. We are so close to completion. I can fair taste it, but at this rate, no, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. What was it you always said? Yes. Though it mean bringing down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility if not we? In that alone, you were right, Garland. But your star is long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright, that Lord Van Baelzar's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it. Those walking ones did those walking ones did for Nosha? Okay. This one is certain of it. This one fears that other taken ones are suffered the same fate. This one is convinced walking ones have black hearts. Seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Noraxia. Do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike, though there are evil ones among the walking ones. There are good ones also. Does walking one feel unwell? This one would know. What brings walking one to this place? Came to this one's rescue at Noraxia's bidding, then this one owes walking one a debt of gratitude. Walking one has questions about Lord Ramu, then this one will provide answers. But first, let these ones quit this lightless place. This one will return to Little Solace when walking one is ready. Please come and see this one. These ones may speak properly then. Then it's settled. Let this one accompany walking one outside. All right. We don't have another class ready to go to accept all the EXP from this. So I guess I'll put it on Lancer. Not gonna like delay anything so we can have a third class to dump MSQ EXP into. Hold on. Main scenario quests. Hold on. Okay. We might be able to just do them. Ah, you're back. Tell me the Self-Elder as well. Thank the gods for that. Don't rightly know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad Phrixia didn't come to any harm. But there I go, tempting fate. Run over to Little Solace and secure us peace with the Sylphs before aught else befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Charlene and the Twin Adder both. You've done Gridani a great service this day, lass, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthers in so doing. Be sure to come by whenever you feel like a drop of Kikar and Firewater. Yeah, in like a year, right? When that's ready? Oh, hey. Better looking gear than before. Still not good looking gear, but... Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs. Zemia Rose Oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder and a token of Gridani's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the 12's wood is with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridani and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. Okay, we're going to work on job quests now that we have made it through a dungeon tonight. We're going to do some job quests. We're going to finish off the Arcanist ones and unlock the next step for Arcanist if it lets us. I remember seeing something about having to unlock the ability to do these quests, but they may have changed that since. I'm not seeing it on the MSQ unlock list, so we'll see. We have 3 jobs to unlock tonight, so. Alright. I've been expecting you, Miku. As ever, Kalia's predictions prove accurate almost down to the moment, and her mind is especially sharp with such a dangerous confrontation in the offing. What? Okay. The Yellow Jackets have contacted us with word of Dosmaga. It appears his merchant vessel is presently anchored off the coast of the Bloodshore. Once the pirate's business there is concluded, rumor has it he intends to embark on an extended voyage to the east. It'll be some time before he returns once more to Limsa. If we pass up this opportunity, Kalia will lose her chance to settle the score with Dosmaga, and we risk the Foreseer stumbling once more into the blackest melancholy. Simply getting close enough to Dosmaga will prove difficult. Kalia has, however, already formulated a solution and has set her grand strategy into motion. Your first task in this undertaking is to travel to Costa del Sol and deliver this set of directions to a fisherman by the name of Real Riz. I'm calling him Riz. More instructions will be forthcoming. We have never been to Costa del Sol. How the fuck do we even... Oh my god. We have a hike ahead of us. Wait. We can sail there. I think. I hope, anyways. Should be right here? I remember seeing it in the ferry listing earlier. Lalafell. Yeah, okay, just saved us like 15 minutes of walking. We need to get the Aetherite, and we need to get the Aetherite now. This is, I think... No, there's one more place that we'll visit before we actually come here for the main story. See. Wanted to check to see if there was a fate up on the map, but there isn't, so... Okay. Leave me alone. Don't attack me. Okay, here we go. Hello, Riz. What is it you want, lass? As you can see, I've got my hands full with me fishing. Here you go. Ah, thanks for that. I've been told to expect ye. Oh, God. Ere you take one of me... Oh, my God. Airings and deliver to the cook. Okay. Never get used to reading that dialect. Here you go. I brought you a fish. Master Gege Ruju is expecting his supper any moment now. Fresh herring. Why, the master does enjoy a bite of broiled fish of an evening. This might earn me even a few extra coins for this week's wages. Well, you have earned yourself one of my homemade eel pies. To tell you though, your Arcanist colleague was quite insistent that you take the pie to Master Gege Ruju rather than scoff it down yourself. Oh, we do get to talk to him. This is a character that will pop up, like, repeatedly, and he never changes. He's... This guy is like a championship level sleazebag. He never acts particularly mean, but he does, well... What brings you to my, and I use the term facetiously, humble abode, dear madam? Such a heavenly aroma. Are you perchance carrying an eel pie about your person? How commendable that you should research the delicacies that tickle my fancy before daring to intrude upon my most ponderous of ponderings. Speaking of ponderous, well, I was speaking of it at least. I have a hefty purse of gil to persuade you to relinquish your claim on that pastry. One moment, if you will. I have been instructed by Milvin's gate assessor to hand over this message to whoever delivers the eel pie to Master Gege Ruju. Is there a reason we're doing this? This better be good. Take the price you receive from Master Gege Ruju and hand it to the dancer Ealdgith as she prepares to return home. Hey, goodbye, Gege Ruju. See you eventually. Shouldn't be wasting Len's timer like that. We only have one Geisel Green for the moment. We can buy more. Miku doesn't have very much gil, so we'll be holding off on that for a while. Yes, if you're looking for a dancer, then I would first see your coin. I have 3 children to feed and no time to waste on idle chat. Here you go. Oh my, that is quite a purse. My precious darlings will eat like kings this week. Such a simple job as well. I was told to expect you see. In return for the coin, I'm to give you these. Leather satchels from your Mikote friend, and the pareo is from me. That last item, you were delivered to Drogo, the warehouse of the foreman, or the warehouse foreman. Yeah, like, this is overly complicated. I don't remember this part of the quest literally at all. Suppose it's just our introduction to Gege Ruju, who again will be important later. You. I ain't got the time for the likes of you. If I don't get me work squared away soon, the master will have me head on a pike. You got something for me, you say? Here you go. Hey, now, ain't this, Ealdgith's pareo? That Mikote lass said something about bringing me a gift that I couldn't refuse and stick me with a pitchfork if, she weren't telling me the God's own truth. Here, you're supposed to have this bottle of wine. Take it to the Flying Shark and pour a cup for the sailors that are drinking there. That's what she told me, Oh, there's like a fate happening behind me. I was like, why the hell is the chat flying? Anyways, we have to take this to... Talia, please. I just want to unlock the jobs. That's all I want. You want me to taste your wine, eh? Well, now I ain't the one to pass up free grog. Here. Limlayan's teats. Now that's a bloody fine drop. If we shipped this stuff to the east, we'd be selling bottles by the crate. You're coming with us back to the Morningstar. The captain will want to have a word with you. Oh. Just like that? Okay. Yeah, alright. Here's a good lass. And as for ye, Miss Dancer, stick close to old Hirskrat. Gets damn cold on those long sea voyages. Ah. I see. I understand. Shh, we'll talk later. Oh, come on. There we go. Where is he? The end of the dock? Does this unlock a, an ability? It does. Ruin Mastery and Ruin 2. You ready then? We'll be off as soon as the boat's loaded. Yep. Okay. Solo duty. Most quest lines, like job quest lines, end with a boss. So, doesn't surprise me that that's how this one's ending as well. I mean, I've done this one before. I think there's a proper boss out there. I don't remember though. Fine grog and a fine woman. The captain will be pleased with this haul. One fine woman. Excuse you. Pray do not stare so. This was most expedient method of gaining access to the ship. I'll take that satchel from you now. You may have it back after I take the items I need. Hey, what mischief are you two about? Oh. I was merely borrowing some clothes. You wouldn't wish me to catch a chill on this from this brisk ocean air, would you? You'll be dancing yourself warm once you get to the ship, lass. You better slip off that ratty robe before you meet the captain. Of course, of course. I'll be happy to show him the performance that awaits. That bitch Admiral's lapdog. Come back for a lesson, Abby. It is I shall be teaching this day. My lecture will focus on the manipulation of reality through applied strategy. Enough of this damn yapping. By the time I'm done with you, you'll remember who the real master is. Okay. Well. Do I have Carbuncle? I don't. What is she doing over there? Hey, wait a minute. They have a gunner. Never mind. He's hunting me. Were these guys intended to be the, that class that never made it into the game? Oh my god, it's Topaz Carbuncle? And it's holding aggro. Oh, Topaz Carbuncle is dying. Can I heal it? No. Kalia, are you going to summon another one, or? No? She actually just sat there for the rest of the fight. You rabid little cur. Our numbers matter not. It's strategy that'll win this battle. Prepare yourself, Dosmanga. With your defeat, I cast off the shackles you closed on my soul. You think so, eh? You think your fancy magics are a match for my blade? You got another thing coming. Okay. Well. These guys are giving EXP. That's crazy. Alright, so technically this guy's the last boss of this quest line. Not much of a boss, though, to be honest. Because we're already done. Dosmanga now faces defeat. He will flee starboard and all. Is that what he said? Or if he will flee to the starboard rail. Obvious. Next comes his attempt to escape into the sea. Think you're pulling me strings, do you? You think I'll dance to your tune? Well, I ain't falling for your bloody tricks. So at this moment, he notices the yellow jackets I had you summon in my explicit instructions to Riz. Whatever his name was. Yeah, get owned, idiot. You were a fool to return, Dosmanga. I hear you're fond of shackles, so we brought a set especially for you. Oh my god. Blech. Thus concludes today's lecture. Thank you, Miku. The strategy would not have succeeded without your flawless execution. Which suggests that my tactics yet require more work. One must allow for some small deviation in performance. I believe, however, that I now understand where my calculations went awry. It's not enough to wish to shape reality, one must also have a complete understanding of the reality one wishes to obtain. It is time I sought out our guildmaster. Pray convey to Mistress Thubergeim my fondest wishes and my appreciation for all that she has done to me, for me. True test of my strategies now begins. Goodbye, Kalia. And with that, we have finished the Arcanist quests. Although I suppose we do have to report in. Hold on, wait a minute. What am I doing? We can just return to Limsa and teleport in. Welcome back, Miku. There's much I would ask you, but first, may I have the satchel you received during your assignment? Why was that a separate step? The original owner needs her costume back, you see. I'll make sure everything is returned safe and sound. Now let us speak of Kalia. I'm glad to know that she is finally free herself to pursue her heart's desire, and you are to thank, for awakening the Foreseer to her self-imposed fetters. The brilliance of Kalia's strategy served to bind her own to her own feelings, and pained me to see her suffer so. Your example may even encourage Kalia to improve her combat abilities, although such will surely come in time. After all, she intends to study under the Guildmaster's direct instruction. I imagine those two obsessive Arcanists and the complexity of the tactics they'll develop. May very well be that your actions in bringing them together will prove the catalyst that sparks the new era of invention in the art of Arcanima. You two should look to improvement of your discipline if you are to keep pace with all that is certain to follow. To that end, I offer you a new technique, one that I pray allows you to more readily drive back your foes on the battlefield. Wow, we can't actually equip any of this yet. We'll take the cloak. Or the upper body, I suppose. And with that, we've unlocked Ruin 2. It is just a direct upgrade to Ruin. Okay, so now we have another quest we can accept immediately at level 30 with a new symbol up here. Greetings, Miku. It is well you have come, for we have an intriguing matter to discuss. A request has come to our guild from the Sons of Saint Koinak, an organization of some of the finest minds in Eorzea. They have asked for you by name. It appears that the research the Sons are currently conducting would benefit from the assistance of an Arcanist, specifically one who has had the tempering experience of defeating the primal Ifrit. Though I must admit to some curiosity as to how these scholars knew the extent of your heroic exploits. I suppose the source of their knowledge is of little relevance. If you would answer the request, then you'd find your contact, a researcher by the name of Ymitra? I think it's Ymitra, at Upkalu Falls in the nation of Gridania. So, we have to go meet Ymitra, a character who lore-wise has a lot of implications. For now, though, we have to go back here. we have to go here. Can we hold on? Can we get anything from you yet? We have 5. I don't think we have enough for a mount yet, do we? We don't. We need 6. Okay. We'll be back later. You are Hatsune Miku, I assume? Well met, and thank you for coming. My name, as you have obviously surmised, is Yumitra. I am a member of the Sons of Saint Koinak. Ours is a Charlian order that seeks lost knowledge of the Allegan Empire. And in that regard, we've recently made a singularly important discovery at our dig site in Mordona. We salvaged from the ruins a set of ancient texts describing the existence of a sect of Allegan mages known as Summoners. These were arcane practitioners said to have the ability to siphon the essences of primals and manifest the stolen energy as a biddable ally known as an Edgy. Should we succeed in resurrecting such arts, then we might well hold in our hands the power to bring this age of conflict to an end. There is, however, as there always must be, one monumental obstacle of realizing this reality. In order to manifest these obedient incarnations of the Beastman's savage deities, one must first defeat a primal and capture its aetheric essence. Thus, only one who can boast such a daunting achievement under her belt may even begin on the path of becoming a summoner. Do you understand now why I called upon you? If you wish to contribute to my research, then come to me in the west of Byragot Strike in southern Thanalan. We shall conduct a ritual of the summoning, the Austerities of Flame. Oh my god, we haven't even been anywhere near this. Okay. Well. Looks like we're gonna walk. So she didn't mention it. I was waiting to see if she would, and she didn't. Yumitra is actually the sister of a character we have already met. Canonically, she is the sister of Ishtola. She never shows up in the main scenario quest with a voiced line. Ever. They downplay the hell out of her. The two of them seem to not even mostly, be aware of the other's existence. To be entirely honest. It's very odd. They have one cutscene where they sort of interact. A little bit. Not a lot. Some. I actually don't even know if they're on screen at the same time in that cutscene. Or even shown in the same room. Basically, they're never shown near each other. Very, very weird character dynamic between those two. If you're gonna downplay it that much, why make it a thing at all? It's very confusing. However, that is how she earned a nickname that I saw once in in the shout chat, and have been calling her that ever since. I've been calling her Yasista for basically the entire time I've played the game. Oh god, we have so far to walk. I'll go a little bit past 12 tonight. I want to unlock the 3 jobs that we have to unlock. I don't know if we'll make it to the 3rd one. Maybe we'll have to leave Lancer for next time. Or Dragoon, I suppose. For next time. Yeah, actually, no, we should do that. We haven't even done the level 30 Dragoon quest yet. It's like 11:46. Yeah, we'll be waiting on that one. Okay, now we gotta go in here. All right, and further south. We've got a ways to go. Thinking about it, we didn't hit the hold on. Black Shroud. Which fucking shroud? Whoa, you are level 45. Please do not perceive me. Your sister, what are you doing? This is level 30 quest. I can't be walking through level 45 hellscapes. It's bad for me. Ow. Okay, we're gonna sneak, like, around the side here. I don't know that we can walk through this little gate over here. Doing it at level 30 as well feels like, a little iffy. Did we, hold on. Where is it in the Black Shroud I wanted to find? It wasn't East Shroud, it wasn't North Shroud either. What the fuck? Oh. The map with Meme Rune's trading post. I don't remember where that is. Oh, hold on. Probably hit this Aetherite. Okay, just gonna equip recommended gear. Okay. No way, Ymithra is shimmering? Who could have seen this coming? Hello, you sister. Greetings to you once more, Miku. I had a feeling this unique opportunity would be nigh impossible for you to ignore. Let us proceed directly to the ritual, shall we? According to the records we recovered, the summoners of old would perform these rites in a land which the naturally dominant element matched the aspect of the avatar they wished to call forth. Only in such a place might one sufficiently shift one's etheric balance in the desired direction. The element of fire is especially strong here in the Sagoli Desert. I can think of no land more fitting in which to summon an incarnation of the Lord of the Inferno. Before we begin, I must insist you accept this gem. It may appear of little worth, but it is within its faceted depths dwell the memories of long-deceased summoners. Now you must focus. Visualize the aether flowing around you, a vibrant current of energy transforming into living fire. Hold this image in your mind, and the raging heat of your life force shall spawn an edgy, wreathed in flames. Be aware, however, that this nascent entity will appear before you unbound and hostile. It is your charge to overpower the avatar and establish yourself as its master. The path of the summoner is not if fraught with peril. We get a second little boss fight here. If I remember right, this one's pretty easy. Hey. Okay. His sister's got that one. I hope. Yeah, okay, she got it. Ah, nails. She just gave me stone skin. This status condition shouldn't even be in the game anymore. What the fuck? Got him. He's not super difficult, and he's also not very different from just normal Ifrit, to be honest. Most impressive, Miku. The Fireborn Edgy is submitted to your will. You have mastered the austerities of flame, and that is no small feat. Pray, let us return to Apkalu Falls. Might we further discuss your achievement? Okay, head off to here. Truly a momentous occasion. You have rescued the lost art of summoning from the grasping mire of forgotten history. You must know more of the avatar you have bound. In the ancient tongue of the Alcan Empire, it would be known as Ifrit Edgy, where Edgy translates approximately to pure or the essence of. In short, you have tamed a willful manifestation of Ifrit's raging fires. As you might expect from an entity born of the Lord of the Inferno, this avatar and its capacity for destruction should serve you well in your battles to come. Such an ally at your command is not too soon to take upon yourself the title of Summoner. You have proven yourself more than worthy of the soul crystal you now possess. Yet be that as it may, the road before you is long and arduous. If you would triumph in this age of conflict, you must needs master more than just the edgy of fire. I suggest you next fix your gaze upon claiming a servant of unyielding stone. This will, of course, necessitate you joining an expedition to defeat the primal known as Titan. This beloved entity of the kobolds poses the greatest threat to Limsa Lominsa, and it's there that you shall find allies for your cause. The risks are great, but so too are the rewards. Top of the Lord of Crags, and we may progress to the next stage of your historic research. Fair fortune to you, Miku. And with that, we have gained access to a kind of strange system. Is that going to give us the Soulstone cutscene? It is. So Summon Ifrit's nothing crazy. It just replaces Summon this one, Summon Ruby. So Now we have access to the job system. So if we open our menu, we have a little thing here called, like, that says Soul Crystal. By equipping this, we change to Summoner. Transfer everything. There we go. Summoner is, as you would expect, just upgraded Arcanist, largely. Arcanist stops receiving abilities as of level 30, and instead, only Summoner gains abilities afterwards. You can see this represented in the Actions and Traits menu, when there's Class Actions and Job Actions down here. Job Actions, of course, get stronger as you go through the game. Class Actions cap out at level 30. If you see people above level 30, playing as a non-upgraded class, they are making a mistake and they need to go do their job quests or equip their job crystal. However, we will not be doing that because we have a different job quest to do. This is the only class in the game that gets a branching, like a diverging job route. Both jobs are held together by the underlying class of Arcanist. So we don't actually have to worry about leveling both of them. You only have to level one of them. However, I believe it is in... No, it's in the... So you only have to worry about leveling one. They level at the same time, which unfortunately for a lot of people back when Summoner was an ungodly complicated class, meant that you basically learned one and then the other one was just kind of there. Miku, have you any interest in history? If so, I would share with you an opportunity to study the ways of the ancients. Curiously refined and well-read Marauder visited the guild the other day in hopes he might meet an Arcanist of exceptional skill. He claims that the assistance of one such individual would be invaluable for the success of his archaeological research. I say claims because, despite his eloquence, the thought of a Marauder with academic ambitions still strikes me as odd. You are, of course, free to formulate your own opinions. His name is Alkazolka, and he can be found at the Marauders Guild should curiosity overwhelm you. So, you know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. These two classes are fucking bizarre. They're really strange. We're going to be choosing to level this one first. The one we're going to concern ourselves with the most. I already know how to play Summoner. I'm not very good at this second one. So, you know, I'll be using this as a chance to get better at it. Thank you for setting aside your preconceptions, Miku. I'm acutely aware how unusual it is for a Marauder to conduct research, as it were. However, you shall soon understand that I'm not at all like my more muscular brethren. Rather than rush blindly into the enemy's maw, I formulate and execute stratagems to great effect. My archaeological pursuits are but an extension of this practice, for at present I'm researching the military tactics of ancient Nim. Which would not surprise me if you were unfamiliar with Nim. The civilization flourished some 15-odd centuries ago during the 5th Astral Era. The Nimians lived during an age of wonders when magical arts flourished, but magics can be wielded for weal or for woe, and this period of peace eventually gave way to the Great War of the Magi. The nations of that bygone era brought earth-shattering magics to bear against one another, yet Nim, with only a handful of mages to support its army of mariners, repulsed would-be invaders time and time again. Precisely how a military force of this composition could defy its stronger neighbors is a mystery that has long since puzzled military historians. By translating extant Nimian tablets, which I have recently purchased, I mean to solve the riddle at long last. My knowledge of Arcanima is cursory at best. I require an experienced Arcanist to assist me with my analysis of any text pertaining to the magical arts. Will that Arcanist be you, Miku? Sure. There is, however, a complication. The Nemean tablets and other assorted relics, for which I paid an exceedingly large amount of money, were stolen en route to Limsa Lamenta. The information inscribed upon these tablets would be of, or could be of untold significance. I will not allow thieves to sell it to some rich Uldan collector for a pittance. Pray accompany me to a Raincatcher Gully docks and help me reclaim my relics. I have strong reason to believe the perpetrators can be found there. Oh. Huh. I see. Well, we're walking again. Okay, that is not the boss. There's a giant crab that spawns on that beach that drops. I think it drops a minion. Could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it drops a minion. You need multiple people to defeat it. It's pretty difficult to defeat on your own. Whether or not someone is here to help defeat it, you know, that's like another question entirely. Seems to be someone doing this fate, so, you know, there seems to be other people on this map. But, I believe it spawns in a set of 2. There's a first time you have to fight a bunch of crabs, and then a second time you have to fight a bunch of crabs. So, or a big crab, rather. All right. Okay, we have to go, I believe it's north here? Yeah. I'm going to hit the Aetherite first, and then we're going to talk to, Alcazulka. Was he shimmering? I didn't notice. I don't think he was shimmering. Okay. I have no idea if this leads to a solo duty or not. I don't remember. Oh, it's northern Lenosha. I know we're gonna need that, so that's probably one of the last things we're gonna do. He was shimmering. Okay. Okay, Alka-Seltzer, what you got? As I suspected, they're not more than broken men who have seized the docks and taken to robbing every passing ship. Come, let us put an end to their banditry and take what's ours. Where's my carbon? Oh. Some generic mobs. Some of those guys aren't doing anything. Hello, Alcazulka. Why are you on that rock? We done? There we go. Yes, yes, this is it. A treatise. A treaty. Okay, on Nemean military tactics, just as I had hoped. I've only ever seen that word written. I've never actually tried to pronounce it before. Hello there. Mayhap the tablet can explain this? Scholars, familiars, fairies! The sunlight of Eos doth soothe and shield. The moonlight of Selene doth silence and strengthen. Oh, that is... That is not correct anymore. We'll talk about that in a moment. Yeah, there's Selene. The forbidden second fairy that we don't see anymore. Miku. By the 12, have you any idea what this means? We've rediscovered the long-lost magical arts of Nemean scholars. Fairies. Honest to God, fairies. Well, now I've seen everything. Anyway, I shall return to the guild and begin translating the tablet. Cannot wait to see what other secrets it contains. Do that in a moment. For now... It's upper? I really did want to unlock Camp Bronze Lake tonight, so we're going to do that really fast. It might be a little high level for us to reach right now. We do have Wineport unlocked. No, I'm gonna try for it. Well, you know, we're the same level as the Fates around here. That's good. My perception of this place still has not recovered from the fucking Yokai Watch event. Probably explain that. They did a crossover with Yokai Watch for some fucking unknown reason. They don't normally do brand collabs. It was just really strange that they did that. But they collabed with Yokai Watch, and the Yokai Watch event was a big fate grinding event where you had to go to specific areas and grind through fates. And those fates would drop medals, and then if you collected enough medals, you got minions, weapons, and eventually mounts if you got enough stuff. It was frankly, a god-awful event. Like, just mindlessly grinding fates for hours at a time was so boring. We'll see if they ever actually bring it back. They brought it back once before. To the Marauders Guild. Excellent timing, Miku. I've just finished transcribing a section which would be doubtless of interest to you. According to the tablet, the crystal from which the fairy sprang forth is called the Soul of the Scholar. It contains the wisdom of those long-dead Nemean mages. With it, you can call upon the fairy as you did before and bind her to your will. As I said before, I have little knowledge of Arcanima, so unless you have some objections, I would like to entrust the crystal to you. Oh, and you needn't recompense me. Simply knowing that the lost arts are being preserved is enough. I shall devote my energies to deciphering the remaining text. Should I discover anything new, I promise you will be the first to know. Scholar unlocked, and cutscene. So, let's equip that real fast. So I've gotta rearrange this whole fucking thing. Hold on. We don't need that. We do need that. I generally put that here. Summon Eos we can put there. Seems about right. I put SNO way out here because generally speaking, it's not like the most useful ability ever, but you need to be able to use it fast when you can. So I like to just not have to mess with too complicated of an input, just like slamming my hand on the 6 button or just clicking it, you know, both work. So this is our first healer. Scholar is a real weird one. So basically this game has 2 kinds of healers. It has, people call them regen and barrier. It's not quite accurate. A lot of barriers get regens. A lot of regens get barriers. It's more, I think of it more like proactive and reactive healing. Proactive healing wants to prevent damage, while reactive healing wants to, like, respond to it immediately after it happens. A well-balanced healer pair is going to have both. So this is a proactive healer. You want to have shields up on party members to absorb damage. Eos automatically heals party members while she, you know, floats around. She's not very fast at it, and she's also not very good at it, but she is a source of healing, and in the early game, she is invaluable. You know, we'll go into more detail when we actually play Scholar next time. It is just a somewhat strange class. Even, like, the other proactive healer makes a hell of a lot more sense. To me, anyways. Where's the innkeep? He's over here. For now, though, we went 15 minutes over past end time, so we'll be calling it there. Logging out. Good night, Miku. And that is all I have for everybody tonight. Thank you all for watching. Always fun to do more Miku on the right day this week, no less. I forget what prevented me from doing it last week on the proper day, but I'm pretty sure it was finals related. So, yeah, I don't know. That's all I got. You know, thank you guys for watching. A hell of a lot of fun, and yeah, have a good night, everybody.